Backyard Ufologist. Yay!
Hello there.
Yay! Now here's something we hope you'll really like.
Hello, this is David, the Backyard Ufologist. How's everybody doing? Was that Rocky from Bullwinkle? I think it was. I don't know who the chicks were. I think that might have been my wife. I'm not quite sure. I should know that, shouldn't I? Anyway, make sure you subscribe, like, share, give a thumbs up, and most of all, make a comment and tell us what you think you are seeing. A lot of really cool stuff out there. I was out there the last couple of nights and I caught some UFO light ships, which I really love. So that's going to be our first picture. But first of all, let me say hello to Clown's Paranormal Posse. He finally got monetized. So exciting. We were on his live stream the other night, and I think it was the night before last, and man, he was very happy. Happier than a pig in mud. I don't blame you, brother. You worked hard, and so we give you thumbs up. That's really cool. I would like to do a couple of shout outs, if you'll let me, on our Twitter community, Beyond the Veil Investigations, Backroad Hauntings, Super Night PTV, Paranormal Christine, Riley Greenlee, Clowns Paranormal Posse. All right, brother. We have Western Wisconsin Paranormal, October Pod, Beyond the Veil Investigation, Spooky Exploring, Ghost Enthusiast Amateur, Anthony Kennedy, Rosa James, Super Night PTV, we said that, and you get 2 plugs today. Ripley's Ghostly Adventures, Jack USA, You Name It Paranormal, Peta Renee, Thomasina. I had a cat named Thomasina. Beyond the Veil Investigations, Freedom of Information Act, South Cack Mama, South Cack Dustin, and South Cack Lisa. Hello, you have a big family there. Kill Hut 702, Southern Afterlife Paranormal, Past Life Explorer, Spirit Vision Paranormal Research, AK Explorations, Dan James, Timothy Badrick, Diane Richmond. Let's see, who else do we have? It's repeating itself now. We're having long conversations today. I'm getting in the lather here. It's really hot in the studio. It's we got this air conditioner coming, one of those wall units, you know, so it's going to be, we're going to eliminate this problem. My equipment is getting hot. I have one of those portable ones, you know, and it just really keeps hitting the breakers, making them go off, and it's time for a change, that's for sure. Another expense of being a homeowner. That's why I never have any money. I don't have any money to put into the channel, you know, so I got to keep this 70s and 80s equipment going for sure. So make sure you watch our videos. We need about 1,600 more hours, a long way to go before we can even get monetized and see what we might make to put back into the channel. So that would be really cool. I need to start a fund for an air conditioner for the studio. I tell you, it sucks, you know, it really does. Well, anyway, you got to have it, and hope everybody's doing okay. A lot of states have already opened up. We here are going to open up the 20th, and I understand some of the cosmetologists and beauty shops and stuff, barbers, they say you can't use a blow dryer. Why? They don't even say why. Some of this stuff is just ridiculous. I see the Constitution being just stepped on, so we won't go into politics, but folks, we need to use some common sense here for sure. It's time for it, and usually when this crap happens, it's always some kind of hidden agenda, a political hidden agenda behind it all, and I really think that's evil. It's just awful. It's just terrible that people would do that, but that's just my opinion. But anyway, I want to go ahead and get started on this and show you the light ships first. So let's go ahead and get started. Here we go. Okay, here's our first picture as promised, and here's one of the light ships you can see going by right here. Isn't that cool? Yeah, they come around like this from time to time, and I did ask them to show their stuff, and there they are. That's really cool. And they got some kind of orb right there following them, and there's one down here also. They're traveling together, as you can see right there, leaving a trail. Isn't that so cool? That's a pretty light ship right there. Got some pretty colors. I'm thinking this may be some kind of probe or some kind of drone from the mothership. I believe it's Palladian, the light ships like this. And they're just showing me, saying, hey, we're here, Dave. We haven't forgotten you. And I've got the night vision camera. I was out testing it out the other night, and we see some really cool stuff, the stars and stuff. It was really cool to see Jupiter and Saturn together by the moon. It was really cool, but it was so lit up with the moon, you know, it's really hard when you use the night vision camera. But you can see there's some entities here, and here's an eye, nose, and a mouth right there. You can see there's an ET right there, one of the grays, all kind of different faces in there that you can see. But yes, there is the light ships as promised. Here's a nice orb. Look at all the orbs in the trees right there. It's really cool. Yeah, it was really cool. It was a little windy, but you can see there's a entity right in here. You can barely see it. You can see all kind of different things. Look at this square box right here with the two holes. I don't know what that is. That's some kind of machine. You got two people right here standing. You can see them. They're looking in. This may be some kind of portal or looking glass, and people are looking for only God knows where, you know. And you can see here the little faces. You know, this is what I was talking about when it gets like, it looks pixelized, but if you just look real closely, you can see all these faces, like right here, two eyes, nose, and a mouth right here. You can see a guy looking in right here. There's two eyes right there looking in. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Two eyes and a mouth right there. There's one right here. They're just all in here. It's just dimensions, overlapping dimensions right there. And that came up pretty close when I came out there. I said, I hope I can see something really good in there. And we did. We see something. But sometimes you can see one entity, and it's really cool, and they're looking at us. Okay, and that's what it looked like before I put the brightness and the contrast in. We'll look at it one more time right here, and you can see a little entity right in there. It's some kind of hole or wormhole or doorway right there within the portal. Isn't that wild how that works? Okay, here we go. Now this is freaky. Well, first of all, I want to show you the orb. Let's look at this. And you see there's an entity here. There's an entity here. This is a guy right here, two eyes, nose, and a mouth right there. And you got one right here, an eye here, nose, and a mouth. It kind of looks like a dog. And I kept looking at this, and I'm going, what is this stuff right here? Artifact? But man, look at this. You can see there is a ET in there. It's really hard to see. You can see all kind of different faces in here. But there's one right here, and all this other stuff is in front of him right here. So that's an ET from somewhere, and some kind of looking glass orb or something right there. You can see that almost looks like a pig nose right there. It's crazy. You can see a little ET there, and then you see the big face and the shoulders coming down right there. And I caught some more like that too. We'll be showing here. And here it is again. And you can see there's an eye, and it's cleared up a little bit, and you can see he's got some kind of black suit on or something right here. And you can see his face and eye right there, but there's something still in front of him right there. And then there's one right here coming up, trying to come into view into our reality. Isn't that wild? Isn't that cool? And a couple of orbs right here. And you can see this looks like a person, the same thing, a hole in the orb, and he's sticking out. It's very small, but you can see him right there. Yes. Okay, and here it is again, the next one, and an orb right next to it, and you can see right here there is a eye, nose, and a mouth. It kind of looks like a dog, a canine, the canine planet. It could be. And this one is coming through almost, but you can see the entity right there. You see it right there. Oh, an IR camera really picks up this stuff. And here he is again. It's a little bit clearer. You can see the ears going back, 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth, and he's in a portal right there, or a Merkaba, something right there, a tetrahedron, if you will, and he's traveling around right here on the Hammonasset Ley Line, the energy line, coming through, seeing what's going on. And this was at daybreak the other morning, and I caught it right here. And you can see, it looks like there's some guy right here, and he's reading a book. You see the nose, the eye, the ears, and he's sitting somewhere. And then there's one below him there. You can see a guy there. This one didn't come all the way through, but you can see a silhouette. But this guy right here, he looks like he's reading a book or something. These could be other entities, but he sure is looking. I mean, this is undeniable. See the eye, the nose, the mouth, ear, the hair right there. That is an entity in these portals in the trees on the Hammonasset Ley Line. Isn't that cool? Isn't that just so cool? And some more. Here is the pine tree in the backyard. It's about 100 feet high. And look how it's lit up in just different places. This is not my flash or anything like that. I think this is some kind of portals that are opening right here, and you can see little entities. We'll look at that, but let's go ahead and look at the orbs first. And you can see there's an eye here, nose, mouth. Always somebody in the middle that's driving these things. And you can see it's just all kind of different dimensions over dimensions, and the colors are just beautiful there. And there's one back here, and you can see it looks like a cat. 2 eyes, there's the 2 ears, or right here the ears, and there's something behind him. But you can see he's flying around way up in the air. And here's another orb with an entity in it, 2 eyes here, and the nose and the mouth right there. All kind of different entities in this orb, in this portal, whatever you want to call it there, doorway. And there's a black entity right in there. You can see that. And it's really lit up on the side there. And let's look real quick here. You see these little things right here? It's really lighting up the whole area right there. It's really cool. It looks like a cat almost right there. Probably the feline beings coming from the feline planet. And you can see some things right here. I don't know what these are, but they drop down and they're really lighting it up right there. A lot of portals in these trees and nature spirits, if you will. And there's some kind of energy right there. You see a little face right there poking through, a little artifact or something pink right there. A light coming through, lighting it up there. And up on top we have one. And you can see, it looks like 2 people looking through a looking glass, a portal right there. Or it could be a Merkaba. They could be inside. Maybe we are the giants. You know, I always say that. Okay, let's move on here. And back here, it's something flying around. It's a light, of course. I can't prove what it is, but there's all kind of activity back there. A lot of quartz boulders with a lot of energy around them for sure. And I don't know what that is. Could be little elementals flying around. We have a couple up there, and you can't really see what this is, but it looks like 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth right there. It's some kind of orb flying around back there. Oh yeah, you can see right here. This is really cool. I almost missed it myself just now. You see right here? This is some kind of entity poking out of the tree or from behind the tree, and I'm going to say that this is a feline being. It's huge. You see the ear here, there's your eye, nose, and the mouth. That's just undeniable. You see it right there, and there's an entity right there flying around. And I saw that and I go, wow, look at that. You can see it just as pretty as you please. It's all kind of entities here. Man, that IR camera is just so cool. The technology is getting better and better, but it's so damn expensive right now. You know, one day, I hope I get the cameras and I can really bring this up closer. But you can see it right there. When you zoom out, you can really see that that's a feline being, one of the protectors, checking me out. He's in spirit form, and you can see right here, here's a vortex right here and something trying to come through. Let's take a look right there. Yeah, you see that? Looks like a fox or something. Eye, nose, and mouth. A lot of animals here. You know, I have a Native American heritage of Cherokee, so a lot of these animals come to me also, and maybe they were here a long time ago too. All right, here's another orb coming around the corner, as always on the Hammonasset Ley Line. And we see the entity inside there. 2 eyes, right here, nose and a mouth. And it's always one in the middle flying these things or controlling them. And I don't know if it's feedback or what, but they really get a lot of people that tag along with them. Dimensions, overlapping dimensions. And there's one of those things trying to come through here, or it's just flying around. I can't really see anything. You see this is a cat or a fox or something here. 2 ears, 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth right there. These things are trying to come into our reality. You see a face there. Here's an orb. It's really dark. You can't really see a lot, but you can see there's something trying to come in. And these cool little things right here flying around. I don't know what they are. Maybe little UFOs, spiritual beings, nature spirits. You can see there's a little guy right there. It's just a silhouette of him looking through from who knows how many light years away from here. Or he may be traveling and he's right here with no orb. Who knows? 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth right there on that one. And you can see there's a person in this one right here. It looks like a chihuahua. Now I see this one above the pine tree all the time, and it looks like this, like a chihuahua. That's why I always remember it. 2 eyes, nose right there. You see the ears right up there. And all kind of different faces in that one. I know it's a little pixelized, but if you look at those pixels, you can see all kind of different dimensions. Now, that's what I'm calling it. And you see a guy right here, 2 eyes. You see the hair and the mouth right there. They're not always clear, but we do catch them, and you can see it. You can believe it or not. I'm not making you. I'm just showing you what is out there. And, you know, some people say it's moisture, it's bugs or something like that, but not all the time. I agree with that. I agree there's some pareidolia that's questionable, some of the things. But look right here, 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth. That's a face. And, I mean, it comes all the time. I mean, they're here all the time. And it can't be just bugs. Look at this guy. Looks like he's got his hands on his hips right there. Small entity, something trying to poke through there. And right there, they kind of look like they're traveling together. And they may well be. Who knows? But you can see a lot of activity out there. One day, you know, and every once in a while, I really catch some really good ones, and that's for sure. Look right there at that. That looks like that could be a ship right there if you look real closely. With a blue light, a red light, and that's all we're seeing in this reality. It's wild. And this is another picture right after the other one. And we'll take a look at this orb right here. You can barely see in the middle right there. We have a guy, and then right here, 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth. His shoulders comes down. You can see it. I know it's really hard. Sometimes you'll see something different, and then right here, 2 eyes, nose, and a mouth, and his shoulders going down. This is the guy that's controlling this, I bet, right here. But, you know, we can see so many things, and I'll see something, and you see something totally different, and I understand that. I mean, that's just the way it is. That's what's there. It's dimensions, overlapping dimensions, not necessarily pareidolia. You know, like I said, it can be sometimes, but when you see these things like this right here, you can see that's a person right there. That's an entity looking through some kind of orb, tetrahedron, looking glass portal right there. It looks like a woman right there with long hair. And I believe it. I see it so much. There you have it. And I think that's it for today. Okay, that was the show for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed bringing it to you. We got lots of more pictures. I took a couple of, I think about 50 pictures last night, and I haven't gotten everything together, so we'll be doing another show in just a couple of days. So I had a little stretch there where I took a break and hung out with the wife on the weekend, and it was cold, it was rainy, so we had a lot of fun hanging out here, doing things, laughing, cutting up. It was so much fun. I love it when we're together like that. But she's a nurse, and she's been working, so she's just, nothing has really changed. She's on the front line, but she gowns up and everything, and she's safe as she can be on the front line. Love our nurses. And I was a nurse for a long time. I was an IV nurse is what I did. I started out in cardiology when I first started, and on the cardiac progressive care unit, taking care of post-arteriograms. Now, I'm a patient, because I know what to expect, but man, the technology sure has changed. Hooray for her, that's for sure. All right, make sure you subscribe, like, give a thumbs up, and most of all, make sure you comment. I appreciate it. Look, I need about 1,600 more hours, and that's a long way to go before I get monetized, and I sure do appreciate it if you'll watch some of my videos. If everybody would watch for about a couple of hours, my 1,000 subscribers, I will be there tomorrow. So make sure you watch them. I sure do appreciate it, okay? All right, that's it. Stay safe. Just use some common sense, and don't let these other people get you down. They want to force you to their opinions, and I understand that, and they're just spiritually sick, some of them, they need to let go, and let you believe what you want to believe, you know what I mean? Anyway, not trying to convince anybody, just use love and light. Love and light, spread it, okay? We're going to do a meditation here. Somebody was asking if I would do a show and just do a meditation for about 10-15 minutes. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do it live, and we're really working on that and looking at it. We got some interviews coming up, got some big plans for this summer, so I hope you stay tuned, hit the notification bell, and we do appreciate it very much. We'll see you in a couple of days. This is David, the Backyard Ufologist, saying have a great rest of the week. Bye-bye, everybody.